Hi, and welcome back to another tutorial video. Today I will show you the entire process of drawing this hyper-realistic eagle. So without wasting more time, let's get started. I drew these outlines using grid method. You can get this grid reference image in my Patreon profile. And if you want to learn the entire process of drawing from grid method, then click this link. The sketching pad I am using is of Strathmore 400 series, and its drawing area is 9 by 12 inches. If you want to buy the same one, then I have dropped the link of it in the description down below. Okay, now moving on to the drawing. So for the eyes, I drew the base layer using a normal yellow color pencil. And then I overlaid the orange color over those areas where required. For the contrast, I used a black color pencil. For the pupil, you can use a charcoal pencil. If you don't have a charcoal pencil, then you can use a dark grade pencil like 8B or 9B. Okay, now moving on to the fur part. So firstly, draw these type of lines in the dark areas near the thighs using an 8B pencil. And for these less dark areas, use a 3B pencil. Now blend this layer using a smooth brush. Now ray darken the strokes using a 5B pencil. Also draw this dotted texture using the same 3B pencil. And again blend it using a smooth brush. For the sharp highlights near the beak, use an electric eraser, while use a mono zero eraser for the highlights in the fur. I drew this part using the same technique as the left side. And by the way, if you want access to the real-time tutorial of this drawing, then do check out my Patreon profile. Link is in the description down below. And also you can support me there as low as $1 a month. This helps me a lot as an artist. For the forehead, first draw a base layer using a big graphite powder. And then blend it with a tissue paper. Now use a smooth brush with a 3B graphite powder to draw the feathers in the forehead part. Also try to draw these shades in the direction of the hairs. For the soft highlights, use a kneaded eraser. And for the sharp highlights, use a mono zero or a normal eraser with a sharp tip. Afterwards, use a 3B pencil to draw some individual hairs along the highlights you just added. And at the end, ray darken some of the dark areas using a big graphite powder. For the big part, firstly darken the outlines using a 3B pencil, so they don't get faded away during the blending process. Now draw a base layer using a B pencil, and then blend it with a smooth brush. For the second layer in the big part, use a 3B pencil to shade accordingly. For the soft highlights in the beak, use a kneaded eraser. And for the less soft highlights, use a perfection eraser. Also draw this highlight along the beak using the same perfection eraser. To draw the texture in the beak part, use a mono zero eraser. I used an electric eraser while it was off because it works the same as a mono zero eraser. But later I had to blend the highlights using a smooth brush. You don't need to blend it. Also use a 6B pencil to draw the final shades and also darken the nostrils. And by the way, if you're looking to have your very own sketch created, then do check out my Fiverr account. You can join through different tiers. And if you join through the premium tier, then I'll handcraft a hyper-realistic sketch of you and even showcase the process of it on my YouTube channel. Plus, across all tiers, you'll receive printable versions of your artwork. So don't miss out on this chance to own a unique piece of art. Link is in the description down below. Okay. Now moving on to this lower feathers portion. Firstly, darken this area accordingly using a 6B pencil. To draw the base layer in this part, use B graphite powder. Shade it with a circular scribbling motion to avoid any patchiness in the paper. Later blend it using a tissue paper. Use 3B graphite powder to draw these type of shades in the direction of the furs. Also use a 6B pencil to draw some of these sharp lines, especially near the beak. And then blend it using a smooth brush. For the soft highlights, use a kneaded eraser. And for the sharp highlights, use any sharp tip eraser you have. Also draw this feather-like texture where required, and then later blend it using a smooth brush. I drew this side similarly to how I drew the left side. For the background, I used a charcoal pencil. You can use any dark grade pencil you have. This was it for this tutorial video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, then don't forget to like and share this video. Also do follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description down below. Until then.